The capacity of Giant Stadium is over 80,000, and both of its football tenants regularly pack it in. It's loud and it's a tough place to play. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. The Bears will begin this drive at the 29-yard line. Feeds it to the back. 6-yard pickup. That'll bring up second down. So second down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first. Again with the run. Slayton gains about 4 yards on the play. Dumps it out right. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. First and 10. Ball on their own 41. Pitch out. Timmons was there on the tackle.
Tom, that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Hands it to the back. Sean Merriman makes the tackle. A gain of 6 yards, and so it'll be third down. They'll throw for the first. Roddy White cannot come up with it after taking a solid hit.
And that's so frustrating as a wide receiver. You know you're going to get hit on the play. Just wrap it up, make the catch, and go to the ground.
Goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants will set up shop at the 20. Jacobs on the run. Fletcher is there on the tackle. Jacobs gains 8 yards on that play. Tackle was made by Clayton. Jacobs picked up the first down after the gain of 4. He'll get it again. He gets out to about the 35-yard line before several defenders bring him down. Jacobs gains around 3 yards on the run. Jacobs fumbles it. The defense comes up with a loose ball.
Well, there's really never a good time for a fumble, but you can tell that he just got sloppy with that football. He broke down on his fundamentals, and he gave it up.
They get to him, and now the ball is loose. Adams gets his hand on it and scoops it up. And he finds the open field. To the 10. Touchdown, New York.
Do you know how hard it is to scoop up one of those loose fumbles on the run, maintain possession, and get it in the end zone? What a great athletic play.
Jay Feely packs on the extra point. Here's your sprint drive summary. He'll return it from the 1. They get him at the 28-yard line. Well, let's see if the offense can make up for their misfortune from just a few moments ago. Slayton on the right side. Sean Merriman was there to bring him down. Slayton gets 3 yards on the play. Slayton gets another handoff. He tries to spin, and he is dropped. He tries to spin, but he's brought down.
The Giants held them in check on that drive, and that's a good way to send a strong message to an offense that it is going to be a very physical game.
Gets to about the 41. The Giants will start this drive at the 41-yard line. Jacobs on the run.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Jacobs gets 7 yards on the play. So it's third down now. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He needs to get rid of it. And they got him. And that sack will bring up a fourth down as the offense couldn't get anything going on that series.
You know, it's difficult for an offense and an offense's ego to admit that you can't block somebody, but there are certain guys in the league that you just have to commit more people to block, and don't let it bother you. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They could do nothing against this defense on their previous drive. Slayton on the inside handoff. The stop was made by Adams. Slayton gains about 2 yards on the run.
Ouch. You take too many shots like that as a running back, you start peeking around a little bit before you get that football.
Throws it short. Timmons had the coverage on the play. Throws it. Comes down with it. Tackle was made by Merriman.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. You're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover. And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
Trent Edwards has now accumulated 30,000 yards passing in his career. Just gets it away. Edwards intercepts it.
And sometimes pressure is cumulative. Over the course of a day, over the course of a season, that pressure starts to get there, you rush a throw, and you turn it over.
Passes the ball, and he caught it. The stop was made by Clayton.
Anytime you blitz, you're going to leave yourself a bit vulnerable in the secondary. Somebody's going to be open or at least have a little extra room to operate. If the offensive line can pick it up, you're in trouble.
Gives it off. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And you have to be able to get that counter play going. When the penetration gets there and it forces those offensive linemen to go back just a little bit deeper, it throws off the timing of the entire play.
Jacobs gets the call. He got depleted. Jacobs picks up a yard on the play.
Boy, he just took a shot on that one. As a running back, the last thing in the world you want is a short gain and a big hit.
He throws right, brings it in.
Pretty good effort that time, but on third and very long, sometimes tough to pick up that first down.
We played a quarter. The score is 7-0. Giants. So the kicker comes out to try and put 3 points on the board. This will be a 40-yard attempt. It's wide right. They'll start this drive at the 30. Short throw to the right. He's brought down at the 39-yard line by DJ Moore. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Here's the pass. Tackle was made by Paul Posluszny.
And running backs who are good receivers are pretty rare. You know, a lot of times those guys, they come out and they're good running the football, but they don't make the kind of plays in the passing game. This guy can clearly do both. So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
Slayton on the handoff. Sean Merriman was there to bring him down. Slayton gains around 3 yards on the run. Almost picked. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Gets to the 21. They missed the field goal their last time out. Let's see what they can do on this drive. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. Jacobs picks up about 4 yards on the play. Jacobs gets another carry. Dumps it out left. It's incomplete. Smith was defending on the play. McKelvin back deep to return. McKelvin takes it at the 32.
The Bears don't want to settle for 3 again. They're looking to add a touchdown this time.
Edwards with the toss. Still on his feet.
Steve Slayton really has a special sense of how a play is developing, and he knows the blocking assignments of those guys up front. You can just see it. He is very patient. He waits for it to develop and then takes full advantage.
Morgan makes his 3rd catch of the game. They line up at the 49. They're going to pitch it. He's dropped for a loss.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
He's there for the catch.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
And not a good bounce on the punt. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. It's the tailback. He can't bring him down. Clayton is there on the tackle. They get about 10 yards there on that play. That brings up 2nd down. Throws it short. Fletcher makes the tackle. And they get 5 yards from that completion.
Well, that's a good feeling as a quarterback right there. You see a blitz like that coming, and you get the ball out of there and pick up the 1st down. Now, as a defensive coordinator, you may be a little more hesitant to call that blitz, and quarterbacks like that.
This is your game, baby.
gets another carry. The stop was made by Albert Hainsworth. Jacobs comes away with 5 yards on the carry. Gets the pass away. Turner makes the tackle. Braylon Edwards on the receiving end, and it's his first catch of the game. Again with the run. He gets out to about the 48-yard line before he's gang tackled. Short throw to the left. Fletcher is there on the tackle.
The Giants are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
1st and 10. And there's 2 minutes remaining in the half. And he will lose yardage on the play.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
Defender gets his hand on it.
He's one of those quarterbacks who trusts his arm maybe a little bit too much. He should have never thrown that ball.
Again with the run. He gets out to about the 28-yard line before he's dropped by a host of tacklers. So the kicker comes out to try and put 3 points on the board. They'll be looking at a 45-yard attempt. I had my doubts about that kick.
Yeah, he just squeezed that one in there, didn't he? I'm sure he's going to be exhaling for about the next 30 seconds.
At the 30. Still moving. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. Passes it out. Makes the catch. Morgan with his 4th catch of the game. Throws it deep. Tackle was made by Webb. They really got deep with a deep pass.
And the thing I liked about what the receiver did there is he took his time with that route. It's not just a foot race all the time. You have to set the guy up, give him a little move, and then you can get by him.
Passes, end zone.
Well, you have to admire his courage. He's not afraid to make any throw, anytime, anywhere, but he's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Gets the pass off. The stop was made by Timmons. He's there for the catch once again. That's number 2 on this offensive possession.
You know, you hear all the time about quarterbacks getting into a rhythm, but sometimes a quarterback and a receiver can get into a rhythm where the quarterback begins to look to one guy a little bit more because he feels more comfortable, and I think that's beginning to happen now.
And he makes it. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. So after that kick, the score is now the Chicago Bears 6, the Giants 10. They can't bring him down.
The Giants were having their way with this defense last time out, but were held to just 3 points. They'll look to top that here.
Albert Hainsworth was there to bring him down.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Do your thing, baby. Let's rock and roll, baby. We're going to take it back to Pop Warner for you. Let's go. Line up. 22 fresh. 22 fresh. Let's smart, baby. Hey, what we got?
Let's send you to the studio for this brief halftime break.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Here are the other scores from the first half of action. Let's take a look at the stars from this weekend's games. Adrian Peterson has rushed for over 100 yards. Let's turn to your game stats. There was a big discrepancy in the number of plays run by each team in the first half, and the edge was held by Chicago. New York has the lead, 10-6. Here are the highlights from your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to the Meadowlands. They get him at the 27-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 27.
Let's do this, man. Watch him up.
Here's a counter play. Gains his way to the 36-yard line before he's wrestled to the ground. Throws it out. Tackle was made by Clayton.
The Giants' passing game continues to impress. There's almost no resistance when they try and throw the ball. It seems like they're getting 10 to 15 yards every time.
Hands it to the back. Brought down behind the line.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
And they'll run him again. Jacobs gets about 4 yards on the play.
Get ready.
Short pass to his left.
Not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
Not a good bounce on this one. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Passes it. The stop was made by Merriman.
And they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Throws it. He leaps. It's caught.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
They hand it off. He gets out to about the 45-yard line before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of about 3.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
Holmes drops in for a loss at the 44.
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
Webb has it. Tackled at the 50 by Manawan. The Giants get their second interception of the game. Hit as he passes. McKelvin is there on the tackle.
The Giants have been unstoppable when they go to the pass. You'd think the defense would make some kind of adjustment at halftime, but so far that just doesn't seem to be the case.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Handoff up the middle. Gains his way to the 26-yard line. Smith was there to bring him down. They hand it off. Tackle was made by Clayton. Brandon Jacobs picked up the first down after the gain of 4. They'll work the left side. Cuts back and he's dropped. A gain of 9 yards, and that will bring up second down. Another run. Did he get there? We'll have a measurement. The signal is a first down.
The offense probably trying to build a little momentum there. Instead of taking their shot at the big play, decided to play it conservatively and just convert. That was some great running there. Knew exactly where to go, which hold a hit, when to make his move, turned it on. Just a very natural runner.
Jay Feely packs on the extra point. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. He makes it to the 20. The Bears come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
He throws right, and the pass is knocked away. Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass.
Second down.
Here's the halfback. They tackle him for a loss.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. But when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
There for the reception.
The Giants did an excellent job tackling and keeping things in front of them on that series to force the 3 and out.
Webb takes it at the 25.
The Giants are looking like a confident bunch on offense right now. If they can put together another touchdown drive here, they'll have a significant advantage.
He didn't get back to the line.
Yeah, it really just throws you off rhythm to have a play that gains nothing. You know, you're going to get something, 2, 3, 4 yards, and it keeps you in that rhythm. But when a defense makes a play like that, it really throws your offense off.
Drops the sure pick, and now the offense will be faced with a third down situation.
Let's go, B. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Let's go. Get him, baby. Get ready.
Gets the ball away. He goes up high for the catch.
And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
Pass is complete. Leotis McKelvin was there on the tackle.
The Giants are continuing to find success throwing the ball. The pass protection is solid, and the defense with a very conservative approach playing off these receivers, allowing them to get open.
Clayton gets the pick. What a hit.
Just a bad decision there. He's got the lead, no reason to take those kinds of risks. Now all of a sudden the momentum is right back on the other side.
The pass is away. Timmons picks it off. The stop was made by Clayton. Another pick, and that makes his third of the game.
There just aren't many games in the NFL that you win when you throw 3 interceptions. Coaches just preach it all day. We can't give away the game, and that's what's happening here.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37. Here's the throw. Is there for the catch. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Gets the pass out, and he gives the Giants a first and goal.
The Giants are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
End zone.
You have to be careful with this offense not to pay too much attention to those great receivers on the outside. Sometimes those tight ends can really be a problem. Boy, did that pay off big.
Thiele tacks on the extra point. Here's your Sprint drive summary. From his own goal line. He stopped at the 24-yard line. The Bears suffered an interception on their last possession. Slayton gets 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 24-6. Giants. The Bears start this final quarter with the ball. Time is against them. Dumps it out right. Tackle was made by Bradley.
The key to those slant routes is for the quarterback to get the ball out of his hand quickly, because as a receiver, you want to catch it and get your eyes on whoever the defender is coming at you before he has a chance to get that hit. Well, they got away with that one. Really not a very good play throwing back across your body like that, but every once in a while you'll sneak that in.
Throws it short. He's pushed out around the 45-yard line by Paul Posluszny.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
He gets popped as he throws. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
Make that the 4th interception on the day for this defense.
Well, you have a football, a little wrapping paper, a nice bow on top, perhaps a little glitter, a lot of gift-wrap presents for this defense today.
Short pass to his left. And he's out of bounds, incomplete.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Passes. There for the catch. The stop was made by Crawford. Edwards now with 4 catches in the game. They're going to pitch it. Still moving. Crawford is there on the tackle.
Brandon Jacobs does as good a job as anybody out there. If it's a small hole, he finds a way to get through it. If it's a big hole, you see an explosion.
Let's go, man. Play right. Let's stop him right now.
And the defense has a heavy rush. Caught and taken down almost immediately.
They were trying to work that ball down the field. There really wasn't anything there. They dump it off, and not much underneath either.
Again with the run. Ainsworth makes the tackle.
I know it may not be the popular thing to say, but I can't really give the running back 100% of the credit for this performance today. Let's face it, this defense came in here determined to stop the pass, and they're paying a price on the run.
They hand it off. Brandon Jacobs picked up the first down after the gain of 4. To the end zone. Smith bats it down. That incompletion will bring up second down. They go with the toss. Breaks a tackle, and now he has room to run. A 10-yard gain, and that makes it third down. And straight ahead we go with the fullback. Not sure if he got in. They're saying no score on the play. First down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here. Tries for the end zone.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
Passes to the end zone. Picked off. Not a good decision there to throw that.
Yeah, that was a mistake, but at least this guy is out there trying to make plays. He's trying to fit in throws. Every once in a while, the defense just makes a play.
Short throw to the left. Tackle was made by Sean Merriman.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Knocked away. Webb had the coverage on the play.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Gets the pass away. The stop was made by Moore.
The Bears are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
Excellent gain through the air will set them up with 1st and 10 once again. Edwards with the give. Dockett was there on the tackle. Slayton gains about 5 yards on the run. Throws it. And it's completed. Touchdown, Chicago. Edwards throws touchdown pass number 10 of the season. Point after is good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. With less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth, the score, the Bears 13, the Giants 24. The stop was made by Brown.
I'm not going to say this thing is over, but it really doesn't look too good at this point. They're down 2 possessions. They just gave the other team some good field position. Tough spot right here.
Gets away from the defender. 6-yard pickup. That'll bring up second down. Here's the give. Tackle was made by Hainsworth. 2-yard pickup, and so it'll be third down. Jacobs gets the call again.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
And he makes it. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
That was a great hit. He wasn't getting away from that one. They line up at the 28. Passes the ball. Can't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, that's something receivers work on all the time, dragging that back toe, just unable to do it that time.
There we go now. 390. 390.
He throws right. Won't be stopped. Steve Slayton with his third reception. 3rd and 8 now. There are 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's the pass. Leaping catch. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He gets in for 6. Trent Edwards has made some great throws in this one, finding plenty of holes in the secondary on his way to over 300 yards. It's good. Here's your sprint drive summary. Less than 2 to go in our 4th quarter of play. The score, the Bears 20, the Giants 27. Runs over tackler. Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call.
First down.
The offense will start at the 21. 1st and 10. Breaks free.
Brandon Jacobs can see the field so well, and as a runner, you need to have that kind of vision to be successful.
Chicago takes a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining.
Give us some. Give us some.
Hands it off. Breaks a tackle.
Brandon Jacobs with some very solid running that time. If there is an opening to be found on the defense, this guy is going to find it and exploit it.
The Bears will take their 2nd timeout of the half.
Come on, lock him down, baby. Lock him down.
They hand it off. Smith was there to bring him down. Just about 3 yards there. That brings up 2nd down. Jacobs on the right side. Turner makes the tackle. That's a 2-yard gain, and that makes it 3rd down.
Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's go. Chase him down.
It appears to be short.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
And not a good bounce on the punt. The Bears will begin this drive at the 20-yard line. Gets the pass away. Down the sideline. Roddy White has 7 catches in the game. Second and 7 coming up. Ball on the 50. Barely gets that one off.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Passes it out. It's incomplete.
And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
He needs to make a decision. Harry was the intended receiver on the play. The Giants will set up shop at the 50.
Let's go, baby! Get him locked now, get him locked!
They take a knee from their own 48-yard line.
Get ready! Go, 88! Go, 88! Let's go! Let's go! Hey! Hey, watch the sideline! Watch the sideline! Let's go, D!
That'll do it from the Meadowlands. Highlights are coming up.